play action. It's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's a...
They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 54 yards. For Drew Brees, this is his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Breeze. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Bengals' Geno Atkins on the stop. The starting defense now for the AFC.
One of the best young safeties in the NFL, Jamal Adams. Keep an eye out for him because no one is safe when he's on the field, including mascots. Just ask Pat the Patriot. Jamal Adams was also the 2019 Pro Bowl Defensive MVP. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful throwing into too much double coverage. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, touchdown! Travis Kelce, 76 yards. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we? We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Geno Atkins got home that...
Time.
You can't stop me.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Hey, zero. Hey, work.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal? Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first throw for the backup Wilson. He's got his all-pro receiver Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Automatic first down.
They run with Connor and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. That's complete, right around the 8. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing now is Mahomes, and he will score. Touchdown AFC from 6 yards away. And the AFC adds on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away. Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now it's Wilson. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Wilson, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And no, it's incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be a first down for the NFC. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers going to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.